Hello and welcome back, everybody, but probably nobody. This is ThorW, and we are continuing our journey through Dark Souls 3. As you may notice, I have a different weapon. It's Yorm's Great Machete, which I've made a +3. So we are here in the Untended Graves behind the Consumed King Osiris's boss room. So the Untended Graves are an extremely dark area, as you can see already. Or as you kind of can't see. Kind of the point, really. Alright, so there's some Corvians here in an Ashen Estus ring. Go ahead and murder these guys. Oh wow, he lived through that. Strained. Okay, so let's take a look at the Ashen Estus ring. Much like the Estus ring, increase FP restored with Ashen Estus Flask. Gray crystalline ring crafted from shards. Increase FP restored by Ashen Estus Flask. Once a treasure brought before Lothric's queen, she had it enshrined in the cemetery of Untended Graves, so that one day an unkindled might profit from its use. Hey, that's us. We're an unkindled. But we won't really be profiting from its use because I don't tend to use FP that much. Soul of a Crestfallen Knight, why not? Let me see... There's a Grave Warden. Ooh. Alright. Take that. Take that. Oh, look at my big old machete. Cool, we got a Grave Warden robe. For free. Oh, dogs. I hate dogs. Well, that one actually survived. I saw something move. Oh, another Grave Warden. Okay. I can smash my machete into him all day. Ooh. Not good. Very not good. That's a lot of damage. These guys hurt. These guys hurt a lot. These guys hurt a whole lot. Okay, got him. Now, to be fair, to equip Yorm's Great Machete and have a regular roll, I did have to take my skirt off, so I'm slightly lower on the defensive values. Oh, look, more dogs. More disgusting dogs. Yeah, come and get me, nerd. Now you die. Now it's your turn to die. I'll kill you with my Great Axe. I love using big dumb weapons now and again. Actually, relatively often. Big dumb weapons are kind of my thing. Alright, Titanite Chunk. So, you guys may notice that this area, the Untended Graves, looked kind of familiar. And there's good reason for that. It is because it is an exact copy of the first area of the game. Remember where we came from. And remember, there was a Titanite, a giant Titanite lizard over here before, and there are two now. But this area is very similar, if not identical, to that. By the way, if you get a drop attack on these guys, it is a free repost. I wish I could see what was going on. So this little cliff is really nice for stuff like that. Like, if you notice, I don't even have to get the drop attack on them. I just have to drop on top of them. That's so OP. Alright, come here, you. Let me lure you into the trap I lured your friend into. Come on, crystal... giant crystal lizard. Heck, we can even get a hit in before the repost. Beautiful. And now he's dead. And a couple more Titanite scales, so I could even upgrade this to a +4 now because of that. So, yeah, always kill those guys when you get the chance to. Titanite scales are nice. Now, originally when we came down here... First off, what is that light source? Why is it so bright? I guess it's just to show off the crystal lizards, because that's where they're standing. When we first came down here, there was an item over there, but there's not this time. Sad times. So the layout is exactly the same as the very beginning of the game. There are very minor differences, though. Of course, the enemies are different and stronger and more aggressive. That's for sure. I guarantee that an attack from Yorm's Great Machete +3 is going to one-shot anything that we can find at the very beginning of the game. But here, they're a little harder to deal with. Aha, I took your clothes. Jesus Christ, I just have to look at this face real quick. I can't see it. What's wrong with your face? Stop turning your face away from me. Horrifying. Just terrible. Whatever. Horrible face, man. Anyway, as we crest over this hill... Oh, look! Yeah, it's exactly the same. Come up this hill, and... no bonfire this time. However, there's this. And him. So this is Daughter of Crystal Crimhald? Ooh, I blocked it. Okay. She casts crystal magics, which we have seen before, a la the Crystal Sages. That's Crystal Hail. Come on. I need you to come over to me. I need you to come to me. See, she's trying to lure me over there, where there are more enemies. So, I obviously don't have the greatest desire to go over there. I got reposted. My block. You and your freaking rapier. Is that Ricard's rapier? I think that was Ricard's rapier skill. God. I'm probably going to have to swap weapons to something faster, because that rapier just absolutely destroys me. Unless we hyper armor through it with an R2, you bitch. You rapier-wielding Jezebel. Hey, well, she dead. Moving on. Hi, guy. So... contrary to what was originally down here, there was an item, but there's not this time. Ooh. Is that 2 hits? I'm taking a lot of pot shots with this slow weapon. I guess it's worth it for the swag. Slightly less worth it now. Wow, he moved quick. Large soul of a deserted corpse, that's what these guys drop. Let's see, there should be a guy right... yeah, there he is. Bonsai! Okay, good dropping attack game. I totally did not press R1 at all. The heck? So instead of on top of the coffin, we have a hidden blessing behind it, which we read the description of before we really explored the Untended Graves here. Specifically because the description is kind of important to the area. Should be another one, yeah. How do you have the stability with that small-ass shield to take a hit? That's a small-ass shield. Get that shit out of here. Alright, I'm getting rid of you. Now I'll get rid of you. Everything is so much faster than this weapon. It does damage, though. Look at the damage. The damage is real. Okay, I'm actually going to swap the weapon out. Because, if you recall... once again, we're doing the barbed straight sword. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a barbed straight sword kind of past few episodes. But, I mean, good reason for it. It's a pretty good weapon. Anyways, you recall... this was Udex Gundyr's boss room, and, well, looky here. It isn't Gundyr again. But slightly different. Champion Gundyr. And luckily, we can just parry the crap out of him. And if you hit him during the parry, he takes bonus damage. He takes a counter hit damage, actually. Which is really nice. Oh, I got a half parry. Crud. The half parry. That's no good. Ooh, gotta be really careful on phase 2 of Gundyr. He's really aggressive. Really aggressive. And covers distance pretty quickly. Wow, that one's really hard to parry. But every attack he has with that halberd is parryable. Oh, he did a different attack from what I was expecting. And I'm dead. Wow. Wow, I died. I can't believe I died. I haven't died to Gundyr in fucking forever. I'm used to a slightly different pattern from him with a fully upgraded weapon that does slightly more damage. Oh well, it's fine. So let's run right back to Gundyr and go kick his ass. Go run right back to Gundyr and we'll kick his ass. So yeah, Champion Gundyr is what Udex Gundyr originally was before he got infected by the pus of man. That weird black goo. Snaky creature. Oh yeah, you can also summon in the Swordmaster. I forgot he has a summon sign here. Alright, Carthus Rouge, we're gonna equip that real quick because he is susceptible to bleed. I want my souls. There we go. Okay. Back to being the parry god. Oh, I thought he was gonna do a different move. Oh well. I'm sorry, Gundyr, but I'm not going to talk for a little bit so that I can properly kick your ass. Oh. Ooh, the combo! Good lordy. Oh no, come on, that was so free! That was so free and I missed it! The freest. Come on, Gundyr. No! The tip hit me and it ruined everything and I'm dead! Fuck! No! Why? Why did the tip hit me? So, yeah. I timed my parry right, but because I was recovering from the tip, like, barely touching me and staggering me because of it, my timing got all screwed up by the time I recovered. And I wanted to roll instead, but sometimes stored commands kind of screw you over. This is one of those times. Man, that's twice in a row that I got him down to like one parry left before he's dead. Hell, I could have killed him without parrying, but I like parrying him because it's A, good practice for when I speedrun, and B, fun. If I had a freaking fully upgraded weapon, he would have died. He would have died 3 times over by now. Oh well. More parrying. Hi, Gundyr. I'll be with you in a second. Just grab that. Where are you? Okay. Alright, I'm ready, buddy. And there we go. One more parry and he'll be in phase 2. Here comes phase 2. You know it's signified by him screaming and then doing that. If you're too close to him when he does that, the scream will knock you on your ass and it will make everything more difficult. So that's why I run away a bit before that. No! I'm sorry, Gundyr, but no! No, sir! I do not subscribe to that. Wow, that is like the freest parry in the world, and I missed it. Why? What is wrong with me in phase 2? What is wrong with me? Why didn't it roll, first of all? Second of all, why do I keep missing the easiest parry in the goddamn world on it? I'm upset with myself. I'm upset with myself more than anything. Sure, Gundyr is ridiculously annoying in phase 2 if you ever have to / want to heal. Because, you know, he covers the entire arena in distance in, like, one attack. So, you know, kind of bullshit for the casual player, but... How do I hit 30 parries in a row and then just miss the only one that I actually need to hit at the very end? 3 times in a row. God. I'm garbage. Thank you for that. I needed that motivational spear to the back. Alright, let me pick my souls up again. You know how this works, Gundyr. I pick up my souls, now I parry you like 7 times in a row, and then I fail miserably on the last couple. Alright, run away! Get reposted! Delicious bleeding. Please riposte, please kill, we're done. We're done here, Gundyr. That was fun. You got me a couple times, man. You know what? You know what? Well done, buddy. Well done. Champion Gundyr, he put up... he put up a really good fight a couple of times. Mainly, I put up a really bad fight. We get the Black Knight Glaive over there. Okay. Look, I didn't even have to heal on that one. I didn't take a single hit from him that time. When I don't absolutely disgustingly miss my parries, it's a pretty easy fight against Champion Gundyr. And literally every single one of his glaive swings that he has, except for the underhand one where he knocks you into the air and follows up with the kick, every single one of those is parryable. Even the one where he leaps high into the air at you is parryable. So if you want to beat Champion Gundyr very easily, just parry him. Target shield's pretty good for it. Cestus works pretty well for it as well. And he's a very easy fight if you learn to parry him. However, as you saw, if you miss a parry and take a hit and want to heal, it's hard. Okay. Soul of the Champion Gundyr, one of the Twisted Souls steeped in strength. Once a champion came late to the festivities and was greeted by a shrine without fire and a bell that would not toll. Very interesting. By the way, let's swap us back over to Yorm's Great Machete as we continue through the rest of the Untended Graves. So remember what's after Udex Gundyr is Firelink Shrine. Well, the Untended Graves should lead us to Firelink Shrine by that logic, right? Or something very akin to it. God, that lighting made me think that there was an item over there, but there's not. There's not an item over there either, and not an item down there. I've been down there. Okay, so... Oh, look, a knight. Well, would you look at that? With an axe, too. I have an axe. Let's be axe buddies. Yeah. Oh, Oh! Oh, right, I forgot. That. Okay. No? Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Yay, axe buddies! Yay, get parried! Got him. What'd he give me? Black Knight armor and gauntlets. Man, I wanted your axe. Yay, we're buddies. Oh. Oh, Nikes. He went with the follow-up. That would have killed me. Got the wrong shield equipped. Okay, alright, buddy. If you would just let me behind you for like 2 seconds, that would be astounding. Never mind. This weapon's too slow. It's too slow for a backstab. Ooh. Wow, that's a good shield. That's a good shield, Mr. Knight. That's a real good shield. Nice stability and everything. Okay. So if you ever want to farm up some knight pieces, right outside here is outside here in Dark Firelink Shrine. Can't even imagine why they would name it that, why it would be named Dark Firelink. I mean, come on. Look at how bright everything is. So yeah, there is no skybox, no environment that you can see outside of here. Nothing. This particular Firelink is one without any light. Oh, it's I shouldn't have drank there. I knew he would do that. Yay! Axe buddies! Oh man, you went for it twice. Good job. Ooh, it looks like it hurts. Damn. Still haven't gotten a Black Knight Great Axe to drop. I don't have the strength to wield it anyway. Anyway, he was guarding the Hornet Ring. Over here on the grave of... Well, the grave with Artorias' greatsword on it. If anything, that might be Artorias' grave. So, the Hornet Ring, right down here. Boost critical attacks. Ring associated with the Lord's Blade Kieran, one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the First Lord. Boost critical attacks. The masked Kieran was the only woman to serve in Gwyn's 4 Knights, and her curved sword granted a swift death to any and all enemies of the throne. So, so yeah, this boosts, God, critical attacks, straight up. That means backstabs and reposts do more damage. In fact, let's equip it real quick. And if there's another Black Knight, I think there is one more, right? Right, yeah, there we go. I don't think I can sneak up on him. I cannot. And of course he's using the Black Knight Greatsword, which is kind of difficult for me to parry personally. I'm not great at it. Mainly because of the thrusts. Thrusts are really hard to parry. Please give me, like, that, but I missed. Please give me a side swipe. Please. That'll work. Okay, let's get a backstab. Okay, it doesn't boost backstabs, it just boosts reposts. Come on, man, just let me... Damn it. Don't roll off the edge like a dummy. Let's just end him. I'm sorry, guys. I disappointed everyone. Anyway, up here he was guarding the Chaos Blade. Oh boy, everybody loves the Chaos Blade. Chaos Blade is a katana, and the same style as a Nuchi katana. So, a cursed sword of unknown origin bearing uncanny streaks on its blade. Attacks also damage its wielder. This sword is not unlike a thing misshapen, granted life but never welcome in this world. In other words, chaos itself. With the hold skill, which all katanas seem to have. The Chaos Blade is the weapon that the Sword Master the one outside to the left of Firelink's Shrine, seems to use, considering he takes a little bit of damage when he hits things as well, and is an extremely powerful weapon and probably continues to have the best dex scaling in the game, and is the strongest katana at the cost of losing a little bit of health when you connect hits. So no big deal. It's pretty good. So we'll come up here to the top of Dark Firelink. You see this also has a giant tree, which also drops seed of a giant tree. I don't know if we ever looked at it, but makes enemies react to invaders. Giant trees were also known as Watcher trees, and their seeds unmask invaders. When used effectively, they will help counter dark spirits. Pretty true. It makes it so enemies are hostile on invaders whenever you get invaded. And this does not work. As you can see, there's actually like just a wall in there. There's no lift or stairs or anything. You can still jump from this tree onto the rooftops. Whoops, I missed it, but whatever. There's nothing up there. You can even go up to where the crow's nest is, and there are no crows. There's no patches or anything like that. No firekeeper at all here in Dark Firelink. There's not even a bonfire. There is merely a receptacle with a coiled sword fragment. Fragment of the coiled sword of a bonfire which served its purpose long ago. Returns the caster to the last bonfire used for resting, or to the bonfire in Firelink's Shrine. Can be used repeatedly. Bonfires are linked to one another irreversibly, retaining their affinity long after their purpose is exhausted. So, this confirms, considering it says, of a bonfire which served its purpose long ago. By the way, this works as a homeward bone. An infinite homeward bone. So if you're not like me and you don't have 140 homeward bones available, you can just use the coiled sword fragment as much as you want. Anyway, that description confirms that this area is kind of like, you know how time is convoluted and everything like that? This place is basically an area outside of the confines of time, in the past. You'll notice that every last one of these thrones completely exists as normal. Saint Aldrich of the Deep, Ludleth the Exiled, the Holy Knight Lothric, last of his line, the Watchers of the Abyss, and finally Yorm, the Giant of the Profane Capital. All of the thrones of the Lords of Cinder are still here, are here in the past. This is basically... This seems to be like an alternate timeline where the linking of the fire did not take place, and instead the Age of the Dark came about. However...
Well, fancy that. A lost lamb wandereth in, with nary a peep from the bell. Well, thou shouldst my purpose know. What can this old handmaid provide thee?
The shrine handmaid is still here. And she sells embers, repair power, brimstone, homeward bone, white soapstone, dried fingers, the tower key if you never got it, and the Wolf Knight set. You will recognize it as Artorias' set of equipment, which I'm going to buy right away. Anyway. Helm of a knight tainted by the dark of the abyss. The twilight blue tassel is damp and will ever remain so. A vanquished knight left behind only wolf's blood, and his legacy of duty. The undead legion of Farron was formed to bear his torch, and the armor of these Abyss Watchers suggests their own eventual end. The twilight blue cape is damp and will ever remain so. So you notice that the tassel of the helm and the cape of the armor is described as damp. Remember when I said the deep and the abyss are basically two different words to describe the same place? This kind of helps confirm it. And when you see the Dancer spawn in and Vort spawn in, they have water dripping all around them as they spawn out of the abyss into our world. Pretty cool. And she also sells the Priestess Ring, which increases faith. A ring engraved with a portrait of the High Priestess. Increases faith. In Lothric, the High Priestess has long been considered one of the three pillars of the king's rule. The High Priestess was also served as the prince's wet nurse. So that just increases faith by 5 when equipped, I believe. Very nice. Let's talk.
To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs. But remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou'rt captive already, like the poor girl.
Like the poor girl.
To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not is all like to skirt. Best not tarry long. Well, thou'rt exceeding lost indeed. What can this of best?
And that's it. That's all she has to say. So she basically says that the age of dark has come and fire has, for the most part, just failed. Also, here where Andre would normally sit is the blacksmith hammer. I believe you can also get this by killing Andre if you please to. Although I think Andre respawns. I think most NPCs in Firelink respawn, or at least the default ones. The Firekeeper respawns, the Shrine Handmaid respawns, and I think Andre does. Blacksmith hammer, metal hammer passed down amongst blacksmiths of the shrine. Serves as a strike weapon, but also excels at reducing poise and breaking the guard of a shield. Of course, a hammer's true potential is realized in the hands of a blacksmith. So, it says it's passed down amongst blacksmiths of the shrine. So is every blacksmith of the shrine just a reincarnation of Andre who calls himself Andre of Astora? Or am I misconstruing that? It's kind of weird. Anyway, if we come back here to where Yol was... excuse me? That's weird. The Hollow's ashes are supposed to be here. That's very interesting. Well, not sure about why that is not so. Maybe I didn't talk to Yuria one too many times. Because if Yol died a natural death, there's supposed to be a set of ashes there called the Hollow's Ashes. Anyway, there is an illusory wall back here where Irina would be, where we can get the eyes of a Firekeeper off of the corpse of a Firekeeper, as you can see. So, let's go ahead and take a look at that. That is a key item. A pair of dark eyes, said to be the eyes of the first Firekeeper, in the light that was lost by all Firekeepers to come. It reveals to the sightless Firekeepers things that they should never see. Very interesting. So really, like, what the heck happened with Yol? You'll notice that no NPCs or anything like that, just the Shrine Handmaid. Any other NPC that would be here is long dead. Let's go back to the Shrine Bonfire. Maybe I'll talk to Yuria and see if that changes anything. Because Yol died, as long as Yol died of quote-unquote natural causes, as in you have your true strength drawn out 5 times, like I did, then the Hollow's Ashes should be there.
Ah, I presume thy holy vows are sworn?
So let's talk to Yuria.
Wonderful. Now thou art the true and deserving Lord of Hollows.
Stupid weapon.
With the spouse, the strength to claim the fire is thine. Thy lordship, I prithee wrest the fire from its mantle. I, Yuria, and all Londor embrace thy impending lordship. Our lord and liege, I prithee, when the moment cometh, the aid of the
Yeah,
cabal,
you've said that before.
be safe. I prithee.
Oh, by the way, I do want to point out one thing she says.
The age of fire was founded, but the gods are no more. Our Lord of Hollows,
who weareth
it
the
shall
true
be.
face of mankind,
Be
the face
safe.
of a hollow. That's something that Koth said a lot in Dark Souls 1. But we can take those eyes of a firekeeper and we can give them to our firekeeper if we want to. But let's talk to Ludlith real quick, because he has some stuff to say.
Found her, did we? And the black eyes that shimmer within, I see. 'Tis as if it were but yesterday. We did all we could to spare her from them. Much has happened since. Mayhap I should apprise thee of what the thin light of these eyes might reveal to the eyeless firekeeper. Scenes of betrayal, things never intended for her ken, visions of this age's end. The eyes show a world destitute of fire, a barren plain of endless darkness, a place born of betrayal. So I willed myself, Lord, to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent?
So Ludlith seems to know what was going on during that time, or has at least an idea of what the eyes do. The eyes give you a vision of the world barren of flame, basically a vision of the coming age of dark if the fire isn't linked.
The eyes show a world, a place. So, what is thine?
Which is...
So
yeah.
Now.
Which is why Ludlith himself...
So, the eyes show a world.
Seemed to have linked the fire. It seems like he knew the firekeeper that was dead in the Untended Graves, and that it was because of her death, or because of her speaking of the visions of what she could see through the eyes of the firekeeper, that Ludlith became a Lord of Cinder, and linked the fire in order to perpetuate the Age of Fire. Or at least that seems to be what is hinted at by him. So I'm going to run really quick back to where Yol was and see if we can... see if those hollow ashes are going to spawn. They should. But should and do are two very, very different things. I should be able to just run right by the Black Knights here with no trouble whatsoever. Never had trouble running past them before. Excuse me, pardon me, boys. I just got a business to take care of this way. Yol's place is right over here. Nothing. What a jip! What a chip! Yol died of natural causes, you son of a bitch! I have the freaking dark sigils to prove it! The game glitched. Cheated me out of my item. What the balls, man? What the balls? Well, for anyone wondering about the Hollow's ashes, hold on. Umbral ash of a Hollow, who faithfully served a woman, only to become separated from her. With this, the Shrine Handmaid will prepare new items. Takes but a brief glance of this thing to easily envision Londor, the foreboding land of Hollows. And if you give that to the Shrine Handmaid, she sells purging stones, poison-throwing knives, and a few ring of sacrifices, like 3 or something. I don't know why it did not spawn for me. It doesn't make any sense. At all. I meet all the prerequisites for the Hollow Ashes to spawn, but whatever. It's no big deal. Poison-throwing knives, purging stones, and rings of sacrifice, I don't really care about. Those are basically useless items to me anyway. But with that, we have completed our journey through the Untended Graves. That is the entirety of the area. It is just a dark Firelink shrine, and unfortunately, despite the fact that I can talk to all these people about this and that, they don't have
by the by, if you find
anything new to say about it at all. Ludlith is the only one that has something to say.
Knowest thou of that soppy but cordial infant so that then thy
Yup. Nothing new. She's just trying to sell me the soapstone. So, with that, I think we're done for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching Gundyr plant my ass into the ground with one hit left before he died 3 times. Sorry about that. And I hope that you guys will join me for the next episode, where hopefully I'll die slightly fewer times to the various enemies that we can find. So, until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.